And I will tell you, this is one of the traditions that we have passed down to them. This is a tradition, came from my mom. This is my mom's recipe. My mother's name was Annabelle. And I will tell you, this brings back the memories, Pat, because Sunday morning after church, I'd get home, and of course my dad would be there, and he'd be grinding beef, pork, and veal. Now this is a real Italian meatball. Beef, pork, and veal. And of course, he'd be grinding it. My job was to mix it and to roll the meatballs. So I was rolling meatballs at a very young age. I'd then give them to my mom. My mom would go ahead and fry those meatballs in a frying pan, or she would sometimes bake them. But while she was doing that, she had the sauce or gravy. In our house, it was gravy, simmering for hours. She'd start at 6 in the morning, and by 10 o'clock, you could smell the gravy through the house.
That gets you out of bed.
As soon as the meatballs were finished actually being baked or fried, we would drop them in the sauce for 2 more hours, and that's what we do with these meatballs. I'm going to show you what the meatballs look like. First of all, they're huge meatballs, right? These are big. These are nice 2-ounce meatballs. These are the biggest meatballs that we actually make. So, and I know you're going to want to dive in and taste them because they're just incredible. But they are. This is. I'm going to show you 5 because this is what comes in one package, right?
So you're actually getting 25 of those fabulous meatballs. They come 5 in a pack with that Italian marinara sauce, the recipe from, Mom. And you're getting 5 bags, 5 meatballs
I'll show you
in each.
But look, this is what I want you to see.
Oh, look at the inside.
I want you to see what's on the inside of this. What's on the inside of this is beef, pork, and veal. It's then got parsley, it's got onion, it's got garlic, and I'm going to show you because it's real food. There's no preservatives in there. There's no additives. What we've got is real imported pecorino romano. We've got Italian parsley. We've got garlic, onions, breadcrumbs. Now our breadcrumbs are very different because our breadcrumbs are made actually from rolls, not from bread, but from rolls, because we want the outer crust of that roll to actually help it. And of course, pure egg. So this is where we start. This goes into that meatball. But Pat, here's the key. Beef, pork, and veal, right? If you've got a meatball that's made out of beef, pork, and veal, you're gonna have something incredibly flavorful. And of course, our spices add to that. But the tenderness and texture to our meatball, the one compliment I get from all of our customers all the time is, Ray, the meatball is so soft, it just melts in my mouth. So you won't be chewing these meatballs, though they're really, really tender.
This is what you're getting. So you're getting these 5, I mean, look how large these meatballs are. You're getting 5 in a pack. Valentine's Day, if you love your pasta, and, in our family, we love Italian dinners. This is an opportunity. Ray and his family did all the hard work. There's no getting up Sunday morning at 6 a.m. and worrying about the sauce. And there's plenty of sauce in this so that you can go ahead and mix in your pasta if you want. How many servings do we have over there?
So we've got 12 servings here, and one of those servings is going to have 3 meatballs on it. But I want to show you what I do with just 2 of these, because this shows you how big these meatballs are. With just 2 of these meatballs, because I cut them in half, Pat, because they're so large. 2 of these meatballs fill an entire
Those are just 2 meatballs.
That is just 2 meatballs. Of course, you drop a little bit of gravy right on top of there, a little bit of our cheese. And you know what? We've got just 2 meatballs made that, and you're getting 5 in each one of those packages.
Oh, wait, my math is not that good. 2 meatballs, you're getting 25, so you can make 50 of those sandwiches?
That's right. So think about that, right? So it makes it easy, but this was really the key, right? So when we developed it, the thought was, let's do all the things at home that we do to make sure that you get the gravy that's got imported tomatoes from Italy to make it, that's been simmering for 6 hours. Let's make sure you get the meatballs that are made out of beef, pork, and veal with all of our natural ingredients, and then put them together and let them simmer for hours. Then put them in this bag. Now this bag, it comes to you, it's going to be frozen. All you have to do is you can put this in warm water to thaw it. You can put it in warmer water and actually cook it in it. Or you can do what I did here. I just like dumping it into a big sauce pot like this, and I'll put this on top of my stove, especially in the winter months right now, because not only it's that flavor, it's that smell when I walk in the house, and I will tell you, for me, it brings back all those memories of Sunday morning.
Nice.
And that's
150 already ordered. You know what this be good with? the today's special value Brajol.
That's exactly
and your
right.
meatballs,
Yes. Mhm.
right?
That's exactly right. And again,
Bring
it's-
out the wine, we're good.
It's a lot of meatballs, right? It's really a lot.
And
I
these
want-
are your largest size meatballs.
They are. They're actually 2 ounces. And I want to show you something. This is a metal fork. This is a plastic fork. I want to show you with a plastic fork. Look at this. I'm going to go through it with a plastic fork. Now, you couldn't do that with a meatball that wasn't made out of beef, pork, and veal.
It literally melts
It
in your
really,
mouth.
look at this, with a plastic fork right through. So I want something really tender. Of course, this is a tradition in my house, and you started off asking me about my 10 grandkids. Well, those 10 grandkids now are rolling meatballs on Sunday mornings at my house.
I
right?
love
So
it. And they're still hand rolled, these meatballs.
that is correct.
Right?
Each and every one of them. That's why they're all shaped a little different, but very, very large in meatballs.
Made with love. That's the nice
Yes,
thing.
yes.
This is what you're getting. So our Sunday dinner is still an opportunity to get together, or are you looking forward to my family? My sisters and I have made a promise to each other. At least once a month, we're going to get together and I'm going to serve the crab cakes. We all take
That
a turn.
tradition continues.
Yeah.
Look at
How
that.
about this?
Yes.
And it's easy. So you're not spending your time in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You're with your family. You're with your friends coming up. Or weeknights. How many of you have kids that are in a play, that are in choir, in band, dancing, in sports? Here you go.
So true. I will tell you, when I get home late from work, that's typically what I grab right out of the freezer, because I'll drop it in hot water and then I'll put it in my saucepan, and literally 15 minutes later, I'm putting this either over pasta or I'm making what is my favorite, which is a
Yeah.
meatball sandwich. And again, only
that
2
meatball
meatballs
sandwich.
made that entire meatball sub, and there's a reason, because they're huge. But you're also going to get this recipe card, so it gives you a bunch of ideas, and it talks about some of our family recipes. One is a meatball lasagna, and one is a cheesy meatball tortellini bake, which you can make, which again, really simple. I say all the time, I'm not a cook. I'm just a butcher who likes to have fun with food and loves to eat.
And good food.
Good food, because you
Good
know
food.
it's real. It's beef,
Yeah.
pork, and veal. We've got real ingredients that went into it. So there's no preservatives, there's no additives, there's nothing but pure beef, pork, and veal. And you will taste it in every
Eat meat.
bite. You will taste it.
And Ray, what you're doing is creating memories.
That's absolutely
Whether
right.
you are taking those 2 meatballs, slicing them in half, making sub sandwiches, you can make 50. So when the kids come home and they come to your house, which you love, or when they hang out at your house on a Saturday night and they're hungry, instead of ordering out, you have exactly what you need right there in the freezer. Over 400 already ordered. $17.50 will get this home. It's free shipping and handling. And how long, if I didn't get to this right away, will
12
it
months.
last?
That'll last 12 months in your freezer. Remember, it's vacuum packaged, so it seals in all of the flavor and freshness, but it keeps out the bacteria, and that's really important. Food safety first.
It's yummy.
It's
really
important.
yummy.
Yes, yes.
All right, so we still have, if you are someone who loves chicken, we have the chicken bites, which we renamed to 2 hunks of chicken coming up. All right, so here's a reminder, since we said Brajol.